changing world. We are the ones that really understand that we have to influence the world as it stands. This is our concept of leadership. This is our sense of innovation. Yesterday it was summarized in a very good way. I think, when you were referring to the Ateneo way, excellence on the one hand and service on the other. Excellence because we are really, all of us, good, giving our students the toolkit to be good managers. We have been good at that always. And we also have instilled to our students the sense of professional deontology. Those are the two trademarks. I would say we have to build on that to be leaders in the 21st century. So, today, the whole sector has nominally, formally embraced the cause of sustainability. But let me tell you, even in the last Global Forum of Pride, 1 month ago in New York, some of you were present there. People are not discussing anymore about sustainability. People are saying, how do we proceed? What do we do? How do we implement? What is the implementation? What is the action? How can we learn from this? Those are the questions that are now on the agenda for everybody. So I think that maybe in this context, in this historical opportunity, the IAJBS should consider to become the champion in educating the champions of global sustainability. My message to you is this is the right moment. We can really make it because we have got the advantage and we can really become the champions for the rest of the business schools at this moment. How? Well, I think that there are two levels at the level of each school. At the level of each school, I think that we should be using Pride as a framework for curriculum, methodologies, and research reorientation along the lines of global sustainability. This is what is Pride. Really, it's a system, it's a framework that allows you this systemic gradual change. Mind you, the change has to be gradual. Because in each of our business schools, we know that change is difficult. We have a very plural faculty. Some of our professors may be concerned about this, others may be not. So, how do you proceed with this? To change a syllabus is hard work. It doesn't take one day. And to change the whole curriculum doesn't take one day either. So I would say that we have to organize change. This is the important question. How to organize change? Well, my humble recipe at this moment, after 3 months of practice in my own school, and having seen so many others try, is that the first important thing is the conviction and action on the part of the leaders. Some of the deans, some deans, when they come to me, they say, "Oh, I am going to reactivate the contact with Pride. I am going to talk to the focal point of Pride in my school to contact you to continue the work." Wrong. If there is not active leadership on your part, nothing will change. The most important point. But the second one is gradualism. Listen, we are not going to change things from one day to another. This requires a systemic gradual approach every day, every year, every month to make progress. Third, I think that what really seems that is working a lot, and certainly has worked also for me, is a multi-stakeholder approach, by which you create a committee that has to be interdisciplinary, that has to be, and this is kind of not very, is relatively new in a business school, where the academic authorities in that committee work together with part of the faculty and with the students. And that becomes the engine driving the change within the school. Finally, I would say that we need a transversal change. It's not good enough to put 2 new courses of climate change or sustainable development, which many times is absolutely necessary. At the same time, our challenge is how we're going to transform finances into sustainable finances, operations into sustainable operations, marketing into sustainable marketing, and strategy into sustainable strategy and accounting into sustainable accounting. There is where the real challenge we have. There is where we could create a learning community within our international association to feed each other with our experience and be somehow pioneers in this needed change. So I would say that at the level of the IAJBS as a network within Prime, we could maybe create a learning community and a community of practice. We could be leading by example the rest of the path within Prime. We could be presenting best practices to the full Prime constituency in curriculum change, but also in experiential learning. I mean, here really, my friends, the sky is the limit. Do you realize that we have, within our association, business schools in developing and developed countries? Do you realize that the potential that we have in terms of experiential learning, if we could create in the future a clearing house, so our students really have the opportunity of working with poverty as a transformational experience of what a leader and a manager in the future has to be? That's something that we have. That's something that we can develop. So I would say that, just to conclude, there is so much that we can do together within Prime. Yesterday, the board of the association decided, and I was talking to them now, and he allowed me to say this to you, to create a steering committee, a private steering committee within the International Association. And I would like to say to you, very candidly, but with plenty of enthusiasm, all those of you that would like to be volunteers, come together, let's come together within this committee. And let's try, within the International Association, make a breakthrough for the rest of the colleagues. Let's make out of this really a pioneering exercise within the Prime community. That at this moment is 330 schools. But the commitment from ACSB and EFMB and all the co-conveners is that this initiative by the year 2015 has 1,000 business schools on board. This is therefore, a civil experience. This is what we have to do if we want really to become the leaders in the 21st century. And certainly, I for one, I am absolutely willing and eager to put, my effort at your service and the leadership of the board of the International Association to make this possible. Thank you so much.